My name is Bill McCumber, Operations Manager for Nutri-Serve Food Management. In this session, we're going to be discussing the startup checklist for the 2021 school year. Along with myself, Ruth Arnold, Cathy Connolly, and Jeanne Worrell, we're going to be going through the checklist line by line, step by step, so that everyone can have a great startup to the 2021 school year.
Ruth Arnold here. Welcome to Nutri-Serve's 2020 Virtual Summer Meeting Startup Checklist presentation. A tool to assist and keep you on target when starting the new school year. 2021 school year startup goals. This checklist was designed to help you stay organized and on target for a smooth startup for the challenges of the upcoming 2021 school year. And now here's Jeannie to present the menu segment.
Thank you, Ruth. Yes, hi, this is Jeanne Worrell, Operations Manager with Nutri-Serve, and I'm here today with the menu portion of the checklist that was developed to try and assist you in the opening of school for September. By now, by the time you're watching this, you probably have started developing your menus and doing production sheets to have that all ready. It's a good idea, I think, especially now with things being so unsure, to do as much as you can to get things started. For Nutri-Slice, you should be entering whether you're doing half-day schedule or full-day schedules, holiday schedules. Put all of this in ahead of time so it's there when you do go to make the menu for each month. You can see any days that you may not need a menu. And of course, that may all change this year too. So you need to check with your district, check with your operations manager to see what they know. The opening menu with updated prices and menu items. Make sure that your menu has all of the updated information on it. Post your menus on your serving lines and in classrooms. A lot may be eating in the classroom, so I think it will be important to have a menu hanging in there too. Nutri-Serve update the cycle menu and assign it to the building. If you have more than one building and you're doing separate menus in those buildings, make sure you get all of that updated in Nutri-Slice as well. Okay, that's all I have for now. I will be talking to you again in a little bit. Now we're off to Cathy to do some office work.
Hello, now we're going to talk about setting up your office. First, we're going to talk about a la carte meal pricing update into the POS, but first you're going to use the a la carte price calculator that Olivia is going to send out to all. We recommend this year that you do a 2.75 markup from the prices that you are paying for. Update your building contact list, your cashier log information. All that stuff's important just so that if you're not there, we know who to call. Really important is check your internet status for all POS and office computers. We want to make sure that's working as soon as we walk in so that if IT needs to get involved, we can get them there, not on the day of service. Check PPE supplies. Work with your school district to figure out what they want you to use. Check your reimbursement rates in LAMs. If we're still on COVID, this may be a little difficult, but if we're not, we're going to make sure that we have the same ones in LAMs that we're getting reimbursed for in SNEERS. Check your Schedule A. Make sure that the meal prices that your business office has submitted is the same that you have in your POS system. Create lunch cards if applicable. Create rosters. Don't forget with rosters, you might want to go over them with the teachers also so that they're completing them correctly. District contact lists, district vehicle inspection and registration if you have one, and your EchoSure self-audit. We will learn more about this in the coming months. All right, now we're going to order our office supplies. Don't forget your deposit tickets and envelopes. Order labels. Order lots of labels. With most of our meals going to classrooms, we're going to need to put names and items and allergies on each one of the labels. Order name tags and aprons. Your POS rollover. first check with your district to make sure that the student information system has been rolled over. Then your POS can be rolled over, and then your identimetrics can be rolled over. You need to set up your identimetrics with new students. This may be you doing it yourself in the cafeteria or somebody from the district office. Posters. Justice for All posters may need to be in every classroom this year. We are still waiting on guidance to find out if we can print them ourselves or if they are going to send them out to us. The federal and state wage and labor information posters will be delivered to you. ServSafe certification. Do you have one person in each kitchen ServSafe certified? Set up your blue books, your petty cash, opening bag, biosecurity plan, HACCP manual, inventory files, order update sheets. All this stuff that you do every year, you just want to make sure that you do it before you start. It's going to be a crazy year this year. Make sure you're prepared and have everything ready. Vehicle maintenance log, vendor contact list. Have it all ready. All right, off to you, Jeannie.
Thanks, Cathy. Jeanne Worrell back again to talk with you about the production part of your opening. First, you should be checking to see if you will be doing any catering, if there's any after-school snack programs, milk programs, staff orders, anything like that. You probably will not be doing a lot of catering, but there may be some cases where you may be doing a little bit. So it's a good idea to talk with your business administrator and get that kind of information ahead of time. Check out your equipment and refrigerator units. Mid-August we're talking now, so that if you have units that have been unplugged, because I know a lot of districts do that, they even shut down their walk-in freezers, so you want to make sure that you get in there, get everything turned back on, and make sure everything is going to be working properly. Check your food supplies for any spoilage and expiration dates. Make sure that gets done, because we don't want take any chances and have something that spoiled out over the summer and we end up using it. So make sure you do all of that also. Check for your commodity order for September, because we usually are getting that right around summer meeting time. So you want to check with your districts and see if they had gotten that through SNEERS, that it's available for picking. And make sure you get in and get your commodities picked. This is going to be another important thing this year, using commodities and the DoD as much as possible to try and keep costs down, because it's going to be a very tough year. Make sure all your equipment has been cleaned and sanitized. Have your opening orders ready. If you're going to need the bags and ice sheets, that's the zip-up bags we call them breakfast bags, but they can be used for breakfast and lunch. And if you're going to be delivering anything to the classrooms, you may need some of these. Make sure you look into that and see what you're going to need so that we can get those ordered also. Check your smallwares, see if you're going to need to order any of that. Post your temperature logs on all of your refrigeration and freezers. That has to be up there, even though we'll be using less of this, but we still need to keep checking all those temperatures. Verify your opening inventory. Make sure that you have what you ended with in June. So a lot of times things walk away, and so we want to make sure that we check all of that out. Okay, that's all I have now. We're going to go on to Bill. Hi, Bill.
Thank you, Jeannie. Once again, this is Bill McCumber, Operations Manager. In this portion, we will be covering staffing. Up first is contacting your staff for the opening information. This will include the date, time, and location of the opening meeting, as well as any opening deliveries that may need to be received and put away. Interview and hire for open positions. If you need to fill a position, you will need to complete the Request a Position form in the Human Resources section in SharePoint. Once again, we will be utilizing My Staffing Pro for our hiring needs this year. Open and delivery days. You will need to schedule and place your open and delivery orders for your district. Once again, please ensure to schedule the necessary staff for those delivery days. Open and meeting date. You will need to schedule your open and meeting with your staff. This is one of the most important meetings of the year since it will set the tone for your staff with what is new and as well as your expectations for the school year. Prepare agenda for the open and meeting. Information on the open and agenda will be available on the next slide. Schedule changes. This will be important this upcoming year, especially with the possible changes to COVID-19. Any changes to work schedules and hours will need to be discussed with your operation manager and then staff members. Update timesheets. We will have a new timesheet for this school year. The changes will be in the top portion of the timesheet only since we will move into 2 weeks for payroll cycle. We will need the employees' names typed in as well as their scheduled hours on each timesheet. Verify staff and schedule, pay rates, and hours. This will need to be completed by reviewing your staff and spreadsheet with your operations manager and the information that is currently in ADP. In this portion, we will be discussing the open and meeting. First, in the Human Resources section of SharePoint, there is the open and meeting sign-off sheet that all employees must sign. Attendance and timesheets. Every employee will need to complete a PSL form for the times that they are absent for paid sick leave. Any absences or latenesses beyond PSL time are not payable and must be documented. Instances can be cause for progressive discipline and counseling. Timesheets will be made prior to the start of the work week, which now runs from Monday through Friday. Civil rights training. Civil rights training is available in the AR review folder that is on your desktop. All employees must review and sign that they were trained on civil rights. Any new employees that you hire must complete the civil rights training on their first day. Daily employee temperatures taken. This is still yet to be determined due to the COVID-19. Your operations manager will follow up with you and the district on this procedure. District-specific training. This is anything that is specific to your district in schools, such as smoking policies, parking areas, how to exit and enter the buildings, fire drills, and other emergency drills. Employee handbook, policies, and procedures. Review with the staff the employee handbook. Especially highlight areas of concern within your district, especially attendance and other key areas. Hand washing, sanitation, and proper food handling. Review proper hand washing, sanitation, and food handling requirements and safety. Especially with the COVID-19, these are areas of concern. Menus, recipes, production sheets, weigh sheets, and temperature logs. Review how to properly read a menu and the completion of production sheets, weigh sheets, and temperature logs. Ensure that this training is done correctly and that this information is correct and the employees are understanding it. This could be a tool to use with HR in order to utilize any corrective actions that may arise throughout the school year. Nutri-Serve food management values and employee attributes. Review the Nutri-Serve values and what they mean. Integrity, service, quality, nutritious, and responsive. Reimbursable meal, offer versus serve, and POS. Review with your staff what is a reimbursable meal for breakfast, lunch, snack, and dinner. Review the offer versus serve policy. This needs to be signed off as well for any upcoming AR reviews. Review the POS. Highlight any areas of concern as well as any price changes or menu changes. Safety orientation, SDS, and HACCP. Review any safety concerns such as burns, cuts, lifting, slips and falls, and any other areas of concern. Review the injury hotline information. What to do in case of an injury. Remember, 911 is only for life-threatening emergencies. Review the locations of the SDS and HACCP books and how to read the information that is in those books. This portion is a miscellaneous screen. This is for any items that are district specific to your district or schools. On behalf of Ruth, Cathy, Jeannie, and myself, I would like to thank you for participating in this presentation. Of course, if you have any questions on any information in this presentation, please reach out to any of us or your operations manager. Thank you, and have a great school year ahead.
Bye. Have a great
Bye.
year.
Bye, everybody. Have a good year. Good luck.